I do this occasionally, open mic, and I like to dedicate it to my late wife. She's not dead, she's just always late for everything. In fact, the National Weather Service called her up just to see if they could change the name from Hurricane Wilma to Hurricane Renee, just so it would give us a little more time to prepare for the hurricane. So we got that over with. Were all of you here for the hurricane?
Yeah.
Ah, wasn't that nuts?
Nightmare.
Oh, okay, that was my next line. But it was so crazy, people going to shelters and everything. My wife and I are thinking, okay, we're going to go to a shelter, but we got 4 cats and a parrot. Now, the parrot was the problem. Nobody wants to bring a bird, because you know what the first thing a bird says to you in the morning is? Imagine 300 people waking up to that noise, every one of them ready to kill you. Parrot, worst pet ever. In fact, we're making a list right now of people we can't stand just to leave it to in our wills, okay? So if you want to have a parrot, get to hate us just a little bit. I'm a little bit older than I may look. I sure hope so. Okay, I got a full head of hair and everything, but I just became a grandfather. My son up in New York, okay, forgot to use a rubber, okay, and so needless to say, he and his wife had this little kid. And I'm wondering now, how quickly life changes when you had this little thing to hold on to again, because it happened a couple times before. But because now I used to wake up feeling full of vim and vigor, and now I wake up, I look in the mirror, and I say, how did my father's picture get in that mirror all of a sudden? It seemed like it was overnight. I just grew up, and it's the worst part about growing up is growing up. But speaking of growing up, when people grow up, their sex lives seem to deteriorate a whole lot. Since I live in Punta Gorda, we see a lot of grown-ups down there. I'm using that word kindly. These are old people, okay? So I'm walking by these 2 old ladies at one of the restaurants down there, and they're complaining to each other about their lack of sex. That's 70. And then one of them says, the one with the blue hair, she says, every time I feel really horny, I just suck on a lifesaver. That's an interesting way to replace life, right? And the other one says, yeah, but who drives you to the beach? Ah, okay. We'll take that one off the friggin' list. Hey, in the meantime, I'm not 70 yet, but I am thinking of getting my sex drive lowered. Apparently now it's all in my mind, and I want it to move down to my crotch. Just for the sake of argument, okay? You get it? You see, when you get old. So this guy goes, speaking of sex, a guy goes to this bar, probably the same bar that what's-his-name was talking about, and he orders 4 shots of Jaeger. And the bartender says, whoa, that's a lot of liquor for all at once. And he says, yeah, well, I just found out my youngest son is gay. I'm gonna drink it away. So fine, no problem. Next night, same guy comes in, same bartender, same 4 shots of Jaeger. Bartender says, this is the sex life of a 70-year-old. Okay, right there. Okay? Speaking of dying on stage. So the second. So the second one. That's why God gave us hands. Okay, that's the other reason God gave us hands, okay? So, second night, guy comes in, orders 4 more shots of Jaeger, and the bartender says, what's the problem? I'm still drinking that thing off? He says, no, I just found out that my oldest son is gay. And the bartender says, well, there's no problem there, just drink it off. Third night, same guy, same bartender, same 4 shots of Jaeger, and the bartender says, pardon me for asking, but doesn't anybody in your family like women? He says, yeah, I just found out tonight that my wife digs chicks. So other than that, everything's coming up strong. Hey, that's my time. I hope you enjoyed some of my stuff. Okay, my name is Tom Doyle. And wow,
good job. Tom Doyle, everybody. Give it up one more time.
I'm on this.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you are actually. Wow, cool. Anyway, so I was doing some shows recently in Mississippi and Alabama and Georgia, and I'll tell you, man, in the